Hello everyone, happy Saturday. Welcome, how is everyone doing? Can you hear me okay? Hello to everyone who's joining. Thank you. Glad you can hear me. So this is going to be the new moon in Aries collective reading. I'm going to do a collective reading just to see what's going on because the energy is a little heavy. So this is going to be more a shadow reading. And then after I do the reading, I'm going to answer any questions you have. So if you have questions, just hit that little question mark next to the comment section and put your question in, and you just have to be still in this live video for me to answer your question, and I will answer as many questions as I can. Hello everyone who's joining. So I'm just going to wait a few minutes for some more people to join. Right now there's 12 of you, so let's just wait a little bit and we'll get started. Oh, happy birthday. Hello. All right, hello to everyone who's joining this new moon in Aries collective reading. Hello, Diana, how are you? This is going to be a new moon shadow reading just to see what the shadow energy is coming up that could help. Just need stuff that needs to be released. I just feel this is left over from the full moon in Libra. So I'm just going to see what's going on. So for those that are just joining, this is going to be a new moon in Aries collective reading. It's a shadow reading just to see what the energy is right now. Hi, Lindsay, my love. And then I'll answer some questions at the end of the reading. So you just got to put them in that little question box. But you have to still be in this live for me to answer it. So I'll answer as many questions as I can. So I'm going to start shuffling my first deck here just to see what heavy energy is coming up in the collective. Because I've been feeling it since yesterday afternoon and it was really bad this morning. So something is happening, some shift. So if you've been having intense emotions, maybe even feeling your counterpart's energy, which I was feeling big time and with my counterpart this morning. He's definitely going through some big purge right now. And I feel a lot of masculines are. And that's why the divine feminine has to be strong, because she is actually purging for her masculine. She's helping him purge. So the best way to maneuver through that is to just remember to ask, is this my energy or is this his or hers, depending on if your masculine is a man or a woman. Yeah, I cried this morning. I stayed in bed a little bit longer than I wanted to today, but I just felt I needed to. So, yeah, it was really bad. I cried this morning too. I haven't done that in months, so I get it. So let's see. Alrighty. Let me spread this out better. All right, so the first card that's coming up is secondary. So what I'm really feeling is that the masculines are feeling second best. Now, if masculines have been in separation for a really long time from their feminines, and they're starting to see that she has moved on with her life, whether it's in a relationship with someone else or she is just vibing in her purpose in her life, and he feels out of place because he doesn't know where he would fit in her life. And that's coming from his ego, that's coming from his fear, and this is just him going through a moment of FOMO, fear of missing out, because he has missed out on so much because he chose to go in a different direction. He chose to be with someone else. And I'm really just feeling like this is kind of a soul searching, like going within, going, I really messed up. And he's just not really sure how to fix it because he feels second best. And the feminine probably felt that at some point because she had, he walked away from her. They broke up. He went in another direction. So he really is just feeling second best to the feminine, where he's not feeling equal to her. And that's because this is coming up to the surface, because this is what he felt when they first met. And that is why he ghosted. That is why he walked away. That is why he chose to go in his direction. And that is why the feminine chose herself and went in the direction of her path, her journey, her purpose. So the masculine is really just feeling second best. And what that's bringing to him is shocking revelations. He's having shocking revelations, not understanding why he did what he did, but he doesn't need to beat himself up over it, because he honestly needs to just understand that it was supposed to happen that way. The feminine, for the most part, she knows on some level that what happened between the two of them needed to happen for her to grow, to go on her purpose. And she has gone through this energy. So if you are picking up on your masculine going through this energy, the guidance that's coming through is to just feel it and make sure that you don't have any remnants of it buried deep down inside. This is all coming up to the surface for you to clear, to heal, purge, and release. So when we have the new moon in Aries, use that fire energy, that fire sign energy that just helps you stay confident and follow your passion, and just really just stay in your knowing that things are going to work out the way they're supposed to. That I really think everything is shifting. The energy started to feel this way on April 4th with the 4-4 portal. It's just bringing in like a new energy, because in order for something new to come into your life, the old has to be released. You can't hold on to the old. You can't hold on to the past. You have to let all of that go. And sometimes it's scary to let go of the old and what you're used to and the past, because it is a part of you. But in order for you to go to the next level, you have to honor who you are now. So masculines are very stagnant at this time, regardless if you are in no communication, complete separation. Also, if you are like in communication, like your friends, or you two are trying to work it out, if he's pulled back, if things are not going as fast, everything is going as fast or as slow as it's supposed to. So just allow this energy to be. Allow your connection to move forward. Allow your connection to continue to evolve and just go down this path, because he's just not being able to speak right now because he's feeling second best. And he's very shocked by his past actions, because I feel for a lot of them, they had it come back to them, where someone did to them what they did to you, or they just had something done to them that you know how they feel now. And for some masculines, they're medicating. Now, medicating doesn't have to be with alcohol or substances. He could just be overworking, just going to the gym, just numbing the pain, not thinking about it, Or this is a past energy where he's done that and now it's not working for him anymore because Spirit's going, no, now you need to deal with the consequences of your actions. You have all these feelings for her, you love her, you want to be with her. Now it's time to own what you did, take responsibility for what you did, man up, and really just say to her, I did this because this is what I was feeling, or I was in another relationship, or there was somebody else, or I didn't feel good enough for you. Whatever it is, whatever his truth is, he has to speak his truth. And that's what the masculines are being shown. So feminines, if you haven't spoken to your masculine or he's never expressed this to you, you're going to start feeling it in your throat chakra. So throat chakra meditations can help clear, because the feminines have to make sure that you can speak your truth to him too. That you don't sit there and just, when he tells you what he did or what he was going through, you can't be like, oh, okay, that's fine. No, you have to tell him, like, I didn't like what you did. I didn't like that you ghosted me. I didn't like that you treated me like that. You have to set a boundary with him to let him know it wasn't cool so he doesn't do it again. So you don't go into this secondary energy. So both masculine and feminine right now are very heavy because they are both learning that they have to speak their truth. They have to honor the past. They have to release the past. And they have to heal the past. Because the past needs to be healed. It is time to heal the past. There's no more just sitting around doing nothing, because Spirit is going to light a fire under everyone's ass and is going to tell them that it's time to start doing the work. So if you are in this envious energy, which I'm really just seeing this card as ego. So the ego needs to go. The ego brings in the jealousy. The ego brings in the anger. The ego brings in the resentment, the sadness, the heartbreak, the replaying of the past, overthinking, obsessive thinking. This energy just needs to go. It's time to just ask Spirit, what did this relationship, what did this experience, what is this connection teaching me, what is it teaching, and what will it show me? Instead of, why is this happening to me, I don't understand. Don't let your ego put you in victim mode. It's time to take your power back, because you can shift out of this energy, because it starts with a thought, and your thought can only be a thought for so long, no matter how long you stay with it. So whatever is frozen and disillusioned in this connection, it will thaw out. The sun is going to shine. Right here, I'm just seeing like a light coming in. The light is starting to be shown. It's been shown to the feminines, and now it's going to be shown to the masculines. So whatever is coming up right now, don't run from it. Embrace it. Feel it. Honor it. If you cry, cry. Crying is releasing. Crying is amazing. You'll feel so much better. If you get a headache, that's growth and ascension. If you're tired, go to sleep early. Take a nap. If you have to just stop, if you can't do anything, just take a day to yourself, do it. Listen to your body. Your body is telling you stuff that you need to know. And it's helping you purge and release this energy and this connection, especially if you're picking up on your person's energy and you are some type of light worker, healer, or just an empath where you're just very sensitive to other people's emotions. So right now, overall, the masculines are unstable. They're unstable because they're having a tower moment. And the walls are coming down. There is no more hiding their feelings. They can't run from their feelings anymore. Because you can only run from something so long before you hit a dead end, a wall, or the end of the road, the end of the path. So the masculines are unstable, and they're being guided to feel what they need to feel so they can become stable. And he may be unavailable to you at this time, and that is okay, because that just means he's not ready. There's nothing wrong with that, because you don't want a masculine to come forward who's not ready, because he's going to come in really quick, and he's going to go out really quick. You don't want the same in and out energy. You don't want the same stuff that happened in the past. You want him to come in and stay. So if he's not available to you, whether he's with someone else, he's choosing to be single, or you really don't know where he's at because you haven't seen or spoken to him, just know that he's not available to you at this time in the 3D, because there's things that he has to do. And he's always available to you in the 5D, where you can connect with him through telepathy, through meditation, through dreams, because dreams are very vivid at this time, especially in twin flame connections. If you resonate with a twin flame connection, you can feel your twin's energy in your dream, and you two are healing and helping each other heal. And forceful just means don't force something before it's ready. Patience can be the biggest lesson that anyone learns, but patience is a virtue, because you have to learn to not try to force something before it's ready. I know it can be very hard when you're getting readings and you're getting signs and synchronicities saying that he's coming, but he's not. It's because he's not available yet, because he's not ready, because he's going through something. And if he's going through something, that is something that you have to honor, because you went through that too. So don't try to force something before it's ready. Let him get into his wolf energy. Let him come to you. You won't have to chase him. He will come to you. Allow what is being illuminated to him with this full moon to come to you when it's time. And he will make that free will decision. Because right now, this is the masculines. I always see this card as the Eight of Swords. So he's bound in fear, and he has to release that energy. And you could help him release that energy by just feeling what you need to feel, doing what you need to do in your journey, and just knowing whatever is happening or not happening in your connection, just let it be. Let it just stay, where it's at, and let it just shift and ascend as it's intended. So the energy is really heavy right now for the collective. So you don't want to get an ego. You don't want to let your ego have you make rational decisions or even say things to him, whether it's through a text, in person, over the phone, through social media, even energetically, because he will feel the energy energetically. You want to just process your feelings, journal it out, and just honor where your connection is, and just accept it, and you'll be able to just really ride this wave through this heavy energy that is happening. So I'm going to get more into the masculine's energy now, but for those that have just joined, this is a collective new moon in Aries reading. I'm just doing a shadow reading because the energy is very heavy. It started yesterday and it's really bad today. Just seeing some of the comments that a lot of people are going through it too. So I just felt to do a shadow reading just to see what's going on. So this is actually just becoming a love reading for divine feminine and divine masculines, because I feel the masculines are purging. So I am going to be answering questions for people after I'm done with this reading. So there is a little question box. You can put your question in and I will try to answer as many as I can. But you just need to still be here when I get to your question. If you're not here, I'm not going to answer the question. So you just still need to be present. So now I'm going to pull another deck and I'm going to get the overall energy, the current headspace, and the current heart space for the divine masculines, just to see more in depth what they're going through when it comes to the feminine and their connection. And this is just a general love. This can apply to all types of love connections. So he's the Ace of Torment, Smoke and Mirrors. So I picked up on it in the previous section. If you saw it, if you're just joining and you missed it, I am going to save this and I'm going to post it to my IG and my YouTube. He's tormented by something. It went up in smoke with this feminine and it has been mirrored back to him. So he has had a dose of his karma. Someone did something to him in a very similar manner in what he did to his feminine. So now he is seeing the consequences of his actions, and he's seeing the result. And now he's having a better understanding why she walked away, why she has a wall up or her guard up, or why she has set a boundary. He is very unbalanced because the torment is the swords, which is air signs. So if you're dealing with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, this could be a special message, but just take it as it applies, because air energy is really just balance energy. Especially Libra energy is very overthinking, too much in their head. But this masculine has definitely seen the error of his ways. And that is causing him to see his divine feminine in a different way. The High Priestess, wicked ways, I think he's starting to see that she listened to her intuition and she chose herself. Because this is the divine feminine that I'm channeling that chose herself. That chose to walk away, chose to be on her own, and chose to find herself, to find her path, her purpose, to reinvent herself. Because that's what I'm really seeing with this book, how she's kind of looking at him, but she's got the book and she's just learning her path and her purpose. And he is going through a tower moment, the end time. So this is a huge tower moment that is happening with the Divine Masculine Collective. It is a long overdue tower moment. I really feel that is going to help them finally heal, because masculines have been healing, but I feel that a lot of them were resisting it. So a lot of them just want to be like they wanted to just be in a different place and not deal with it. But a tower moment is showing them that they have to deal with it. So tower moments are happening for the masculines. Feminines are feeling it. So just send your masculine love, healing, light, journal to him, write to him, speak to him like he's sitting next to you. Just let him know that you're understanding, because in his headspace, he's 7 of rage warfare. So he's really beating himself up over what he did. And regardless of what he did, you don't want to see him suffer. And you should be past that energy. And if you're not, that is probably happening to you too, feminine. So don't harbor resentment. There's nothing good can happen to wishing another person harm, because that's just going to bring bad karma to you. You want to be in the energy where you understand that he made a decision that was the wrong decision, and he's feeling the consequences of his actions. And that is making him want to just escape the situation he's in, or just the energy of the 2 of rage, fire escape. So it's making him see that he created this fire, but it's his responsibility to put it out. And he has to make that decision to do that. And in his heart space, he is the dictator of decay, powerless. So he knows in his heart that his feminine is the one for him, but he chose to go in a different direction. But he still lusts after his feminine. There's still a very big attraction, especially if she has moved on and she's in some type of public like image, or he just sees her and he's seen how she has changed and she has grown. And in the Hierophant, the false prophet. So what I'm really feeling is that he knows he wasn't authentic. But the Hierophant I always see as the marriage card, and Hierophant is 5. It's about change. So he is changing. He's changed his mind because his heart is telling him she is, where is it? Where's the high priest? She is the high priestess. She is the divine feminine. She is what he's always wanted. But he never felt good enough for her. But now he does. Or he's starting to. He's starting to have that realization. So he knows that he scorned her. He knows that he broke her heart. And in doing that, he broke his own heart. And it caused this energy and the connection overall, the dictator of rage, violence. It just caused ego is really what I'm feeling. And it made both of them retreat, go into seclusion, to be guarded and to hide. And This card, the Six of Rage, the Tyrant, I'm really just feeling, I'm really hearing hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. So this energy is just being released. This is kind of like, they're showing me a volcano erupting because he held it in for so long. So he just has to learn that he can get up anytime he wants, and he can pick up the pieces and heal himself, so he can feel better about his feminine, his connection, and his life. So I just feel this is just a tower moment that the masculines are going through right now. They have put on the back burner this maybe something happened where he just feels that he can't run away from it anymore. So divine masculines, heavy energy this weekend. New moon in Aries can help balance it, but it's just a matter of them feeling what they need to feel. So if you're going through heavy energy, just ride this wave. Try to ground yourself, meditation, journaling, taking detox baths. Just taking time for yourself is really the guidance that spirit has. If you're feeling your masculine's energy, or if you are going through some type of tower moment, just take it one step at a time and just allow yourself to feel this. Don't run from it. So next I'm going to get guidance messages for the masculine. So let me just take a quick sip. So this is going to be guidance messages for the divine masculines on just what spirit has for them as far as guidance, advice on how to deal with the divine feminine, what they're going through, and just their personal journey of self-love and healing. And for those that have joined, welcome. This is a new moon in Aries collective reading. After I'm done with this reading, I'm going to answer questions. So if you have a question, stay on the live because you have to be present for me to answer this. You're welcome, Lindsay. And I will answer your question at the end of the reading. I'll answer as many as I can. So just put it in the question box and I will get to your question. So let's see. Guidance messages. Oh, this card flew. Okay, realization. Masculines are having the realization that it's time to change. And it is time for a new beginning. It is time for the light to shine. And it is time to go through the door. So this tower moment that masculines are going through is helping them really just open the door and realizing that they can fix it. It's just a matter of them believing and trusting. They have to trust. Trust their intuition, trust the signs and synchronicities, and trust what their heart is telling them. And if the masculines can do that, look at this. Can't make this up. The masculine. He will take his power back by realizing that he can make the wrongs right, by trusting his heart and his soul and his intuition, and he will be able to take action. He will be able to take action towards his feminine, towards his life in general, to get him on the path that he needs to be in. So masculines are being shown with this tower moment to expect the unexpected. He didn't see this coming. He thought he was in control, especially if you're dealing with a masculine who likes to be in control of everything, that doesn't like to be vulnerable and open. They're being shown it's time to open that heart chakra. It's time to feel your feelings. It's time for you to understand that you can love her and you can be vulnerable, but you're not going to not be masculine. And this is causing him to assess his life, and it is causing him to look out to the horizon when it comes to her, because he is seeing her beauty. He is still attracted to her. He is still mesmerized by her. and he is just in awe of her at this time. So he wants to harvest abundance. So maybe by the fall season, which is September through December, something will happen. But of course, I'm really feeling like a birthday maybe or something, or the fall season is significant in your connection, but take it as it applies, because there's a whole bunch of animals on this card. Your spirit totem animals are here helping you, bringing you signs and synchronicities. There's let's see what's on here. There's a fox. There's a lot of foxes. There's the stag right here, the divine masculine. Birds, and this card is number 38, which equals an 11, the number of new beginnings. So he can have a new beginning. It's being shown to him that he can have this new beginning with this realization. He has to trust, and he has to stand in his power, take back his power, and not be afraid. And not be afraid to go to her and say, hey, I messed up. I'm sorry. This is what I was doing. This is what I went through. Own it. There's not anyone that can own, that take responsibility for their actions, to own it. To say, hey, you know what? Yeah, I did that. And I have no excuse other than I made a mistake. Because a mistake will never have to be a mistake if you learn from it. Then it becomes a lesson. And that's the lesson for the masculine, is to trust, to take his power back, and to take the action that he is being guided to take. So now I'm going to get guidance messages for the divine feminines. So let's see what guidance messages want to come forth for the divine feminines. So for those that are joining, this is a new moon in Aries collective reading, and I will be answering questions at the end of the reading. So if you have a question, you just need to be present and put your question in the question box, and I will answer as many questions as I am able to. Okay, so I already had one card fly out, so I'm going to take that card first, but let me spread this out. Emotions are running high. The universe is funny. So yes, feminines, the emotions are running high. Your emotions are all over the place because his emotions are all over the place. It is being illuminated to him what he needs to fix in his life. And you might have some revelations or realizations that there are things in your life that you have always wanted to fix. Maybe it wasn't the right time, but now it is. So the first guidance message on how to deal with these emotions running high is to bring love into the situation. Love of self, love of your masculine, love of life, and just setting intentions with this new moon in Aries for a new beginning. Do everything with love, say everything with love, listen with love, wear your heart on your sleeve, and don't be afraid to be vulnerable. And work through your fears. Because if he's working through fears, that means you are too. And it's time to let go of the Scorpion energy if you have your guard up or you want to sting him if he comes towards you. Because I really feel, feminines, he's afraid, or maybe he fears you're going to do this. Because his ego is telling him, well, she's going to do this and she's going to do that. And the best guidance is a personal issue can reach resolution. The two of you can reach a resolution, but you both have to shift the focus from focusing on the problem to the solution. When you focus on a solution, when you want to have this personal issue be resolved, you resolve it by working on it. So you both have work to do. And the key is to not let your past hold you back. What happened in the past is the past. He is not that person anymore. You are not that person anymore. You don't need to revisit it. You don't need to rehash it. Maybe you two need to discuss it to put it to bed once and for all. And maybe that's why it keeps coming up every now and again and he has tower moments. But allow it to manifest. And how you could do that is, what do you need to release? So this is something you need to ask yourself with all these heavy energies that are coming up. What do you need to release? Both masculine and feminine are being asked this question. What do you need to release? Is it people? Is it situations? Is it thoughts? Is it patterns? Is it beliefs? Is it the past? Everything that's coming up was buried deep down inside, and he ignored it for so long that it's like a volcano erupting for him. So the feminines, you just have to understand that right now, the current stage with this energy, is the time for healing. It's being shown to the two of you that in order to heal, it's just time to grow. It's time to let it go. Let go of what happened. And new moon in Aries, it's time to take action. So with the new moon in Aries that we're having tomorrow, set intentions to take action, to take your power back. He's being guided to take his power back and to not let his ego and karmic people around him or just his family and friends make decisions for him. He's being guided to take his power back, and so are the feminines, because you both have to take action in your lives. Because the only actions and words that should ever affect you are your own. Doesn't matter what other people are doing. It doesn't matter what they think you should do. It's what you think you should do. So don't let pride get in your way. You want to be like the Leo in the sense confident, leader, passionate, but don't be prideful. And with this new moon in Aries, when you take the action and you set the intentions, you release what no longer serves you, you can expect powerful change. And you will have powerful change. Everything will shift because it's law of attraction. You think it, you just feel that it's yours, and if it's meant for you and you are a vibrational match to it, it will come to you. So a fiery climax is approaching, which is why the masculines are going through a tower moment at this time. But if the energy of the past isn't released, nothing is going to come of the situation, because the two of you are going to remain stuck. So you want to get out of this energy. You don't want to be null and void. So you want to release the negativity. Any negativity. Anything that ego brings in. Release it. Let it go. It has no place here. And believe in the impossible. Especially if you're on a twin flame journey. You have to believe in the impossible. It's being illuminated to him what he needs to fix. It's being illuminated to you, Divine Feminine. Anything you need to fix that's just not working in your life, to help the two of you align and come back together. So the guidance is, with the emotions running high, surrender to the divine. Just allow this to be at this time. This energy will pass. It won't stay here forever. And remember, you are good enough. And your hard work is paying off. But right now, it's a time to breathe out. It's a time to center yourself. It's a time to ground yourself. And it's a time for healing. And confidence is going to be your key to success. So stay in that Leo energy. Create your life. And it will bring the end of a tough cycle. You will close this cycle and you will start something new. So just remember, the new moon comes every month because it is a new cycle. A new moon cycle. The moon resets itself every month. That means we all can, myself included. So you can set intentions every month on the new moon. And then when you get to the full moon, you see what started to come into fruition. And if it didn't, the new moon, the full moon actually, is the time to release stuff. So I'm going to close out this reading to bring some new moon intention messages for the collective, just for everybody watching and those who will watch later. And then I will get to questions. So if you have a question, I'm going to answer questions. Just put it in the question box, and you just need to be present for me to answer the questions when I get to it. So I'm just going to do some new moon intention cards. So these intention cards don't come with a book. So if I butcher a crystal or an essential oil name, thanks, Lindsay. And or you're not sure what it is, you'll have to look it up, or just use a crystal and stone that you just feel called to use. So the first intention message is wealth of beauty, which is number 13, which equals a 4. The intention message is I enjoy beauty within and without. I see myself as beautiful and view the world around me as a mirror of my own. Divine beauty. I appreciate the beauty around me and seek to create new beauty with every thought and expression. Why does the first card have to be words I can't pronounce? So the crystal stone is Mukite Jasper, and the essential oil is Rosa Damascena. So I'll just put a picture of these cards in my story when I'm done. So wealth of beauty. How you view yourself is going to dictate how you view the world. If you see yourself as beautiful, if you love yourself, if you talk to yourself in a very positive and loving way, you radiate that energy to the rest of the world and those around you and those that you come in contact with. But if you don't, if it's more negative self-talk, a low self-esteem, then that is going to hinder how you view the world out around you. So if you struggle with how you talk to yourself, how you view yourself, how you look at yourself in the mirror, this intention, I enjoy beauty within and without. I see myself as beautiful and view the world around me as a mirror of my own divine beauty. I appreciate the beauty around me and seek to create new beauty with every thought and expression. So it really just starts with here, what you tell yourself. Affirmations. This affirmation I personally did from Louise Hay. I looked at myself every day in the mirror for like 5 minutes and I said I love me. And I did it every single day until I mirrored the love back to me in my eyes. So affirmations will help. I will post each card in my story. You can take a screenshot of it. You can set these intentions. You can use them as affirmations. It's all about your self-talk and how you view yourself. And the next one is wealth of money, number 12, which equals a 3. The intention message is I enjoy prosperity of all kinds, but in particular, financial prosperity and material wealth. I welcome wealth and the ease it brings to my life. I am worthy of a blessed and abundant financial present and future. The crystal stone is citrine and the essential oil is patchouli. So if you want to manifest money or you have a lack mentality of money, this is a good intention message to say, because when you want to manifest money, it's how you think of money. So if you have a lack mentality of money, you're never going to manifest money because you're always focusing on what you don't have. But if you tell yourself, I'll have the money for this, I always have enough money for what I need, and you just tell yourself, I'm going to enjoy the prosperity, and you welcome wealth and the ease it brings into your life, meaning you're not focusing on the lack anymore. You're focusing on the abundance and the even flow and the continuous flow of money coming into your life. And healed light, number 29, which equals an 11. So we have the new beginning number. The intention message is the light in me sees the light in others and connects with them there, raising the frequency of the planet toward universal healing. As the light in me heals and emerges, it naturally seeks and exalts the light in all who surround me. The process is my service to the planet. So the crystal stone, I'm not even going to attempt to say it, and the essential oil is blue tansy. So this card is for light workers, empaths, is really the message that's coming through. The light in you is going to see the light in others and will connect with you and them together. So you are here to raise the frequency of this planet. This planet is in deep need of healing. This planet has been going down a horrible road for years, and it is time for light workers to stay in their light, to stay in their power, and to help people heal, to help people raise their frequency, to be able to think intuitively, to think on their own, to not feel that they have to follow a crowd, or to not let a group of people tell them how and where they should live or how they should live. So stay in your light, be yourself, let your gifts come out, especially those that are having their gifts come up to the surface. Don't fight it. Let your gifts come out. Let them get stronger. Let them shift into a different direction. Be the healed light and just be who you are meant to be, especially if you're following your purpose. And healed spirit, 23, which equals a 5. 5s are about change. The intention message is my spirit flies free and I imagine a life of freedom for myself. Unconstrained by time, place, or resource, I manifest my spiritual visions in the material world, bringing my body and spirit into deep alignment. The crystal stone is fluorite and the essential oil is petitgrain surfleurs. So what I'm getting is that change is here. It's time to heal your spirit. It's time to heal yourself. It's time to heal your love connection. It's time to help heal any conflict around you. Challenges, blocks, obstacles. It's time to live your life the way you want to. Be a free spirit. Be free as a bird. And be your own true, authentic self. And the final intention message is Maestra Love, number 10. So today is the 10th. So this card is coming out to remind you that a new cycle is going to start, which is why the energy is so heavy. I express gratitude for the healers who offer wisdom, support, and nourishment from their medicine work and deep connection to Source. I honor those in the physical as well as the spirit world, including plant maestras and other wisdom keepers. I carry their wisdom forward through my own actions, thoughts, and words. The crystal stone is sapphire, and the essential oil is Palo Santo. So this is for those who work with healers, with readers, anyone who's spiritual, life coach, alternative medicine, anything that's more natural and homeopathic. Express gratitude for people like me, everyone in the spiritual community, because we are all here. We all have a purpose. We're all different, but at the end of the day, our purpose is the same. We're here to help. We're here to guide. So have gratitude for those who put out stuff every day, who help people every day, who use their intuitive gifts, their psychic abilities, their time and energy to put out messages to help you in private sessions and readings. And just take the wisdom that you're given in a reading or a session, whether it's personal or general. Take it with you if it resonates with you, if it speaks to your soul. If it doesn't speak to your soul, you know to release it and let it fly. But big shout out to everyone who does that, because I know it cannot be easy, because it's very time consuming, because we always have to be at our game. We have to be 100% grounded and centered to be able to center. And a lot of people don't know, if you don't do this work, it can be exhausting. And that's why we all have to remember to support each other. That's why a lot of the readers that are out there, we all come together as soul sisters, a soul tribe, to uplift and support each other, because we're here to help everyone. And we forget to help ourselves. So that's why we have our little tribe. So that is the New Moon in Aries collective reading. So the energy is very heavy, but I'm feeling a lot better since I channeled these messages. So I hope you are too. So I'm going to start answering questions. I'm going to probably do as many questions as I can. So if you haven't put a question in the box, I'm going to try to do one question per person. So I see there's some questions, so I'm just going to answer them intuitively. I'm not going to pull cards, and you just have to be present. If you don't answer me in the comment section, I'm going to skip your question and go to the next person. All right. Okay, so Jeannie, are you here? Jeannie Svensson, are you here? If you have a question, please put it in the question box, not in the comment section, please. Thank you. Jeannie Svensson, are you here? All right, I'm going to go to the next question. Oh, wait, there you are. Okay, there you are, Jeannie. Will my masculine speak to me about what he feels about me? I am sure he is my twin flame. Okay, so if you feel that he's your twin flame, you trust that because you're the only person who can know what type of connection you have with someone. I feel he will speak to you when he's ready. I don't feel he's ready right now. There's just some things that he needs to work on. So if you're feeling a lot of heavy energy in your connection, he most likely is part of that masculine collective that I channeled for this reading. So he will do it when he feels it's time. Right now is not a time for him. So just trust what is going through your connection at this time, especially if you're in a twin flame connection, as that is going to factor in the stage that the two of you are in a twin flame connection, as well as just where he's at in his life. Oh, I dropped something. Okay. So I'm going to go to the next question. Okay. The next question is it Lovely Trey? Lovely Trey, are you here? If you can just comment in the comment section so I know you're here. Okay. How do you know your connection is a divine connection? How do I know he's not a karmic? The difference between the three connections, and I'll just go through the three connections for you. A karmic is someone who teaches you a lesson. A karmic it is a soul connection, and everyone has karmics. But a karmic is really just someone who you learn from, like it's a pattern. It could be someone who's not nice to you, someone who can be abusive. It's very different. You just know, like it starts off good, but then you see this person's true colors. And you're usually with a karmic when you're in a low vibration state, where you have to learn a lesson, where you have to learn your worth, you have to learn your value, to learn self-love. Now, a soulmate connection, everyone has soulmates, and soulmates don't have to be lovers. They're friends, family, co-workers. Soulmate connections are a lot easier, but they're deep soul connections. Everyone knows what soulmates are because they're talked about the most, especially in movies. And with twin flame connections are just... They're very difficult, and not everyone is a twin flame, but everyone will have a karmic and everyone will have a soulmate. It is just up to you to figure out what type of connection it is and how the person makes you feel. So if you're in a relationship with someone that you think is a karmic and they make you feel bad, they don't treat you good, it most likely is a karmic, and they're here to teach you a lesson. A soulmate connection of all three of the connections is the easiest one. So you can look it up online. I think I have a YouTube video, an old YouTube video on the difference between the three. If you want to check that out on my YouTube channel, that might help bring you a little bit more detail on that question. Okay. Okay, so the next question is from Ange Burwell. Ange Burwell, are you here? Ange Burwell. There you are. Okay. I haven't heard from my DM in over 3 years. How do I know if he's healing or even thinking about me? If you have a telepathic connection with him, you will feel his energy. Now, if he's pulled his energy back, you may not feel it as strong, or because it's been 3 years, you could be closed off to the connection, and that's why you're not feeling his energy. So that's something you might want to try first to see if you're blocked. Maybe do a meditation to see if you can kind of open the door to that connection. If you want to connect with him in meditation, through telepathy, you might just have it blocked because it's been so long and you don't know where he's at. Because if you start putting out that energy that you want to know how he's feeling, what his energy, you start putting that energy out into the universe, you'll start to get signs and synchronicities, and you'll start to feel him again. So I hope that helps. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do Tiff Quinn 57. Tiff, are you here? You are welcome, Auntie. Okay. Hi, Tiff. I keep dreaming of my kid's father as I am trying to move on, just as he has done. Why is that? You are dreaming of him because you two are healing. You're moving on from him. He's done it, but there's some healing that needs to be done. So when you're not in physical contact or in union with someone, you will heal in a dream state because it's always in the back of your mind. So you're dreaming of him, you're getting messages from him, from his higher self. So start writing down your dreams, start writing down what you're feeling, what's going on in the dream, how you felt as each thing happens, and look up the meaning of the dream, and you will get the message of what he is telling you in the dream. And it is helping you close the door to the past, and it's helping you heal so you can move on and get into a new relationship. So I hope that helps. So I'm going to get, let's see. Okay, Caroline, are you here? You're welcome, Tiff. Caroline, are you still here? Okay, there you are. Should I reach out to him, wait, or move on? Okay, the best answer is, I really can't tell you that. That's something you have to know. But the way you can do this is when you get that feeling that you want to reach out, but you're not sure. Because sometimes when you get that feeling out of the blue, you're actually picking up on his energy because he's thinking about reaching out to you. So what you do is you ask yourself, you ground yourself, do a few deep breaths and say, should I reach out? You will hear a little voice that says yes or no. And if it's yes, then you send the message however you need to, whether it's a text, through social media, an email. You send it as a gift. meaning you don't have any attachment to an expectation. And you send him the message because there's no guarantee he's going to respond. So if you send it as a gift, say what you need to say, even if it's just a quick little message like, hey, hope you're doing good, thinking of you, or just saying hi. Whatever it is, if you send it as a gift with no expectations, he'll either respond or he won't. But you won't get into that energy of, oh, he didn't respond, why did I do that? And you'll avoid that whole energy of beating yourself up and second guessing while you're doing it. So really sit with that energy today, especially if you're feeling like you shouldn't initiate with him anymore. Maybe argue it out, do the pros and cons, and really just get into that energy of, should I do it or should I not do it? So your intuition will tell you that you need to do it or not. And you may need to maybe wait a couple days, wait till after the new moon, but just feel it out. All right, so let's see. All right. Okay, next question is Body by Mum. Are you still here? You're welcome, Caroline. Okay, so your question is, see, your baby daddy wants to get back together, but you're scared. Okay, so if you're scared, you have to go within to see why you're scared. Are you scared? Like, you have to really go within to see why you're scared. Are you scared of the past repeating itself? Are you scared that he hasn't changed? I'm really feeling that you don't trust him, because that's usually when the scared will come in. So if something happened where he did something that wasn't untrustworthy, especially if cheating was involved or just some type of betrayal, you have to really go within to see if that's always going to be in the back of your mind, if you're always going to wait for the other shoe to drop, or if you're going to wait for him to slip up, or just really just repeat the past. So I would really sit and think about it to see if that's what you want. Argue it out, both sides, the pros and cons, and then anything on the cons, you really just have to focus on what fear is coming up to the surface. So you want to deal with that, and then if you feel you need to sit down and have a conversation with him to express your concerns or maybe rehash something from the past, you'll be able to do that. And then maybe after that conversation, you'll be able to figure out if the two of you should be in a relationship or not. So just follow your heart and your soul with that one. All right. Let's see. I'm going to do a couple more questions and then I have to go. Okay. Frankie, you're welcome, honey. Frankie, Daniela Coaching, are you here? Frankie, Daniela Coaching, are you still here? All right. So you've been having dreams about your ex quite frequently. Would you say this is a telepathic energy? Is he thinking of me? Yeah. If you have a connection with him that's a soul connection, yes, he is thinking of you. If you've been having dreams of him, he's probably having dreams of you too, especially if he's thinking about reconnecting with you, which I'm feeling that he did. So I really just feel with the dreams, when you dream of him, write down what happened in the dream, what you were feeling, which each thing happened. The meaning of something stands out to you in the dream, like if you see like an animal or something, listen, like, or look up that and you'll hear the message. And yeah, so I really think he's going to reach out. I think he's thinking about reaching out to you. So you just have to explore what message he's sending you in the dream. So he may want to reach out to you. Maybe he wants to, I'm hearing closure. Maybe there's something that he just feels he needs to say to you. So just really explore what the dreams are telling you, because there is a hidden message in it. Definitely. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to do... Okay. Okay, Bella, you still here? Bella underscore 813, are you here? Okay. Can you have a message from Spirit? I'm just hearing keep moving forward. Keep going. You're on the right path. You don't have to second guess it. You're on the right path. Keep moving forward. You got this. So if you're struggling or you're not sure, or you've hit a block in the road, you'll overcome it and it'll be okay. So keep going. All right. So let's see. All right, I am gonna do 2 more questions. So I'll do this one. You are welcome. Okay, Florence, are you here? Florence. Florence, are you here? Florence, are you here? All right. I'm going to skip that. Okay, Lala, are you here? Lala, are you here? Lala, going once. Are you here, Lala? All right. Get to another question. Okay, Visions, Clarity. Are you still here? Visions, Clarity. Are you here? Visions, Clarity, are you here? Okay. Does Mattia Male see you as his future wife? I don't think he does, because I don't think he's ready to get married. I'm really feeling he's not in that space, in that energy. I don't feel that he's thinking that far ahead. He does feel something for you, but I don't feel that he is ready for marriage. So commitment long term in that capacity is something that he's not feeling at this time. Okay. All right, I am going to do one more question. You are welcome, honey. And then I have to go. So I'm looking for N8RI_K. This will be the last question. Okay, there you are. So you are completely single and are wondering when I think you will meet someone. So there is someone waiting for you, but I just feel I think you're looking for it too hard. If you are constantly looking for that person, pull that energy back. Put it out into the universe. Use the new moon energy to really just say, I want to meet a new love. And if you put out into the universe that you're ready to meet a new love, have a new person come into your life, Spirit will align it and bring it to you. I really just feel that if you're thinking about it too much and you're looking for it, and every person you meet you're thinking, oh my God, are they the one? You will know that person. You will just instantly feel it. You will know. You won't have to try at all. It'll just click and it'll happen when you least expect it. So set an intention that you're ready to meet this forever new love counterpart, and Spirit will align both of your paths to move and come together. So I want to thank everybody for watching my live. I'm going to save this on IG so you can go back and listen to the collective part if you missed that. I answered as many personal questions as I can. So if you are interested in booking a guidance reading or a session, you can do that. The link to my Etsy shop is in my bio. And I'll be doing more lives. I'll post when the next one is. I have a collaboration coming up in a few weeks, so look for that. And I wish everyone a magical and beautiful new moon. Ride this wave of intense energy. Take care of yourself. Practice self-care and love yourself often. Love and light.